Thank you for attending and collecting your overnight sleep assessment equipment. We're asking you to record oxygen levels and your heart rate over the next 2 nights. This will allow us to see if your breathing is disturbed during the night by monitoring changes in your oxygen and changes in your heart rate. And the device that we've given you is called a pulse oximeter. What you have in the box is the pulse oximeter, and also there will be an instruction leaflet, and there may also be some other questionnaires that we have put in. If there aren't, do not worry. The written instructions will illustrate how to use the pulse oximeter and how to obtain, therefore, the recordings that we are asking you to make. The rest of this video will assist you in that. So the first question that people often ask is, do I need to sleep on my back? The whole purpose of doing these studies is that we want to be able to monitor you in your normal sleep pattern and your normal sleep position. In terms of which arm to wear the pulse oximeter on is linked to your sleep position, because if you predominantly lie, for instance, on your right-hand side, it would be better to put the pulse oximeter on your left arm. If you lie, of course, predominantly on your left side, then it would be better on your right arm. The important thing is to go to sleep as normal. We want you to have a good night's sleep so that we can get the best possible recordings that we are able to. So which finger do you use? Well, we actually don't mind as long as it's the 3 middle fingers on either of the hands. And you can see here that you have the finger probe predominantly on the index finger, which may be the better finger, but the other 2 fingers are fine. We would suggest that you avoid the thumb and the little finger. The other thing illustrated here on the bottom right is that if you feel that the probe is likely to come off because you're a particularly restless sleeper, then please feel free to put a bit of sticky tape across the back of the hand as shown. Please do not put sticky tape round the finger probe itself because we will not get as good a recording as we would like. The device is attached to your chosen wrist, and as you can see, you've got a Velcro strap which will hold it in place. Don't tighten this too tight because we would like blood flow to the fingers, but sufficiently tight so that it doesn't move around when you are asleep. So what happens when you switch the oximeter in? To switch it on, you need to press the blue button and keep your finger pressed on that until numbers come up on the screen. What you'll then see on the screen, there will be various numbers. What you can now see on screen is that there are 2 numbers. The 97 is the oxygen saturation and the 90 is the pulse rate. You'll also see that there is a moving bar in the bottom left-hand corner, and this indicates the signal strength. What you've also got in the top left-hand corner is the amount of battery power that is left, and this should be enough for you to be able to do 2 nights of recording. It is inevitable that some people during the night will find it difficult to stay asleep or indeed to get to sleep. We also know that some people will need to get up to go to the toilet. This is absolutely fine. We want to get a recording that reflects what you do on your average night over the 2 nights. If you need to get up to go to the toilet, then please do. If you need to get up during the night because you cannot sleep, then that again is fine. Just make a note of that, and we will be able to take that into account when we come to analyse the results of your overnight studies. If you also wake up and found the probe has come off your finger, please put it back on. We can still record data from that. There are 1 or 2 things that we would prefer you not to do, but the most important one is that the recordings that you will make will be significantly affected by the presence of nail varnish and also the presence of false nails. And we would therefore ask you not to use either on the finger that you're making the recordings from. Very occasionally, the battery in the pulse oximeter may fail. This is a rechargeable battery, and as you can see in the graphic in the top right, you need to turn the oximeter on its side, and then you can open the little flap that is shown in the bottom right, and that will allow you access to the AAA battery. That just then slides out, and if you could use one of your own AAA batteries for the purposes of being able to make further recordings, that would be fine. Please keep your AAA battery, but please return the rechargeable AAA battery back in the box when you return the oximeter. When you finish the 2 nights of recordings, we would ask you to return the pulse oximeter and any paperwork in the box provided. And we would ask you to do this as promptly as possible, as we need to clean and prepare the pulse oximeter for use on another patient. Once you've returned the pulse oximeter to us, the team will analyse the data that is stored on the pulse oximeter, and then these will be discussed with you when you have your consultant's appointment. Thank you for viewing this short video. We hope that it was helpful and that we will be able to obtain good quality recordings to help you with your sleep breathing problems. If there are any questions or concerns that you have about the recordings, please use the email address shown and we will be happy to respond as quickly as possible to try and sort out your concerns and questions that you may have. Once again, thank you.